Julia, thank you so much for speaking with me. I know this is a busy time because as we speak right now, so like what, 24 hours? No, about 36 or 40 hours away from the premiere of a show that is happening over the holiday season. It is a certain production that, there's lots of humor in it. The story itself is something that everybody knows about it with some twists. And of course, it's a great reflection of Toronto. What show are you starring in?
I'm starring in the Wizard of Oz pantomime, Ross Petty's pantomime that recurs annually every year. This is produced by Can Stage, and it's happening at the Elgin Winter Garden Theater.
Okay, so for folks who don't know why I said what I said before, Ross Petty, explain a little bit about this mad scientist genius when it comes to stage productions.
Yeah. So Ross Petty founded the pantomime, which is productions that usually occur in the UK. It's a twist on a fairy tale, and every year it's a different fairy tale. And then we infuse it with pop songs of today. We write a new script for it with a twist on the ending. And there's a bunch of jokes. There's usually some recurring characters. We have Plum Bum, who's the dame of the production, and she appears in every production every year. Yeah, and it's super fun. And he's been doing it for super long, like over 25 years, I want to say.
Yeah.
This is the first production produced by Can Stage, which is so exciting.
And the other thing people should realize too, even though you said, there's lots of twists and things that go on, just because the show that you saw that day is something that you enjoyed doesn't mean it's the same show because whatever is going on in the world, you guys can just make, just like that, change it around and boom, it's a little bit of a different show.
Exactly, yeah. But all of the shows are really dependent on what's happening that year. We have like a lot of references to pop culture moments that happened. The Wicked movie just came out, which is awesome to see in real time, and we worked that into the show a bunch. We have some political jokes about all the craziness that's been happening this year. It's really great.
Now, as much as this is a
It's
crazy show,
really fun and
no, go ahead. What you were going to
pardon?
say? No, what were you just about to say?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
interrupted you.
no, it's all good. Yeah, it's just like the craziness of it. I think there's jokes with regards to that I think adults find really funny, and it's an enjoyable kids show. But I think it's also really funny and enjoyable for adults too because they can pick out all those moments and laugh along. Kind of goes all over the kids' head. So I think it's crazy and enjoyable for anybody of any age.
Now, as much as this is a wacky kind of show, how does it feel though for yourself playing an iconic role?
It's awesome. I love Wizard of Oz and I loved Judy Garland's movie growing up. So it's super cool. I never thought I'd get to play a Dorothy. And I everybody in the cast is so talented and so hilarious. So I'm learning a lot from everybody. It's my second like kind of big professional show in Toronto. So it's a lot of lessons, very different from the one I did previous. But it's awesome. I'm just having so much fun.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have a lot of fun too. Something else you said earlier, which is very true, the humor in it. There is humor for kids, there is humor for adults. And the best part is the adult humor, the kids may not get. And
Yeah.
even with the kids' humor, the adults may not get. But it's a great family event that everybody comes together, and it's like, well, I don't get that joke. I'll tell you what the joke, and then back and forth. That's the best part about this.
Yeah, exactly. I referred to it when my family was asking me about the production. I referred to it kind of as Shrek humor. I don't know if
Yes.
you're familiar, but it's that exact thing. It's like so funny and I enjoyed it as a kid and then watching it as an adult, there was like all these jokes that flew over my head that I got to re-enjoy for a different reason. Yeah.
What about the special effects?
Oh wow, those are crazy. We had like a week and a half just to tech the special effects. The set itself is like something to come and watch. It's so eye-popping and like art pop. The props are crazy. And then we have this ginormous LED light screen that we use as part of our set. And literally it's so eye-catching. And as I said before, there's a bunch of references to Toronto specifically. And there is a portion of the show where we end up in Dundas Square, so we have all the posters and stuff, and they're changed to be like Oz themed, and it's really funny. It's a whole moment in the show where people just like stare at the screen and laugh because there's just a bunch of like jokes and happening with that. So it's so good. Our tech team and our crew is so amazing.
So let's make sure the folks understand this. This is not a stage production of Wicked. This is not a stage production of The Wizard of Oz. But this is sort of like a combination and more with this stage production.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good, because somebody may be coming up. I thought it was Wicked. No, it's not. I thought it was Wizard. No, it's not. It's something different. If there's anything you want to say to the folks as we wrap this up out there who are going to be coming to see this, what do you want to say to them?
I would say there's, though it's very different from like the classic Wizard of Oz we all know, there's the things you still want to see. We still have Toto and we have the ruby red shoes and we have the Scarecrow and the Lion and the Tin Man. Um, I would also encourage audiences, if they're coming, to cheer along with us. The audience is a whole other part of the
Yes.
show, another character. So we interact with the audience. We get them to boo for the villain and cheer for the hero and sing along to some of the songs. We dance with the audience in a couple parts of the show. So definitely don't be shy to be interactive and play with us because that's what makes it the most fun is when everybody's super engaged together.
Julia, thanks so much for this interview. Cannot wait. What a way to help celebrate the holiday season with this show happening, and cannot wait. Thank you again.
Thank you, Rudy.